Welcome everybody back to another episode of 7 Days to Die with Theo and Pash.
Hello, everybody.
So today we've got something interesting for you. Pash and I decided that we wanted to test out basic defenses. We started out with the premise that we would use a 6x6 cube, 6x6x4 by the way, and surround it by various defenses and see how they worked against 100 zombies. Now here's the first one, where we went with basic wooden spikes.
I normally hate wooden spikes when Theo puts them out because he puts a field of spikes. And the only reason I don't like spikes is because of cleaning them up in all the gore blocks, as you can see in this pic.
Yeah, well, it turns out that with a wall, a 3x3 spike field all the way around your base is enough to take care of 100 to 150 zombies. So it's kind of a good thing to go with, especially for the first 2 to 3 weeks. Next up,
Just the basic wood log spikes we have here, and another 100 zombies spawned. And they actually tear through this like paper mache.
yeah, woodlog spikes, unless you upgrade them, don't bother. Just don't bother.
They're just jumping up and down, and they just tear through it very quickly. So this is only a very short sort of clip of them doing that.
But the zombies, the wood spikes have 3 problems. First, they're not doing any real damage to the zombies. The zombies just walk on them, and very few of them are actually dying. Second, they break easily. And third, the zombies are actually using them as stepping stools trying to get up to my humble self here.
Well, it's more cost effective just to use the plain easy spikes than
Way more
them.
cost effective. You could do a 6x6 or a 6x6 inch or how am I talking like that? A 6 deep or a 9 deep wooden spikes for the same resource costs as these wood log spikes.
Well, Theo's just about being ready to get ambushed, and he's got his rocket launcher out here, but he's lagging like
Yep, they're already in the building.
What, you got 40k ping in this scene? You don't know what you're doing.
Who needs to know what you're doing when you're using a rocket launcher?
Well, we've always had problems when there's a high lot of zombies around with the ping.
Absolutely. Anyhow, so since wood log spikes suck, we decided to try the fully upgraded wooden log spikes, the ones with metal on the outside. And here comes our 100 plus zombies. Pash may have sent a little extra.
I wasn't counting, I was just going click, 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 so I'm not really sure. Between 100 and 150.
Now these are all melee type zombies. We just went with the same kind of zombie for a simple test of the defenses. And as you can see, they're not necessarily the easiest things to control. Some of those guys are still going for Pash. So she'll lure them back over onto the spikes.
But they are taking a lot of damage, and you'll see towards the end how they're all just laying on top of the spikes.
Honestly, I think they aren't taking as much damage as the basic wood log spike or wood spikes. Just the basic spikes.
Well, equivalent.
They may be taking almost as much, but the thing is, you're also giving them a leg up onto your building. Because these spikes don't break so easily, they just get covered over in gore very quickly. You can see this massive pile of zombies just waiting to put a building steps up to you. Now all of these defenses, we didn't actually engage in active defense. We didn't pull out guns and start shooting the zombies. These are just for passive base defenses.
The big pile of zombies ready to turn into a gore block, but there's not very many left. There's only a couple left. But that stood up very well, though.
It did.
There's one last guy.
Of course, cops will be a different story, but we'll test for that later. And here we go. This particular defense actually has a pit and a double row of spikes. Now, Well, this particular defense doesn't do quite as well as just 3 rows of spikes. For passive defense, for active defense, all these zombies just stand. They don't go into the pit immediately. They don't. They just stand there on the edge, and that makes a perfect place for you to just massacre them.
That pit is lined as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just sitting on bare earth. And they're actually like milling around, like thinking about jumping in, but they're like wanting their pals, like, come on, you go in, you go in. You know, you build a
You first.
you go build a gore block, and I'll jump on top of your back and get that guy up there.
Yep. But, eventually they'll fall into the pit. And like I said, this defense isn't the fastest at killing zombies actively, but it really is the best passive defense. And later we'll try a couple rows of pits. Anyhow, we just were experimenting and thought this might be interesting, and we thought you guys might like it. So if you enjoyed the content, please give us a like and subscribe. Passion Theo, signing out.
See you later, guys.